Hello, my name is Rodrigo Cardenas, and this is my portfolio. First, a little bit about myself. I'm an aspiring game developer that is currently attending the University of Central Florida as a digital media major on the game design track, and will be graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in May. My passion is level design. I want to create immersive and engaging experiences that any player will love. Today, I will show three projects I was a part of during my time at the University of Central Florida. The first game is RD Hero in Training. I worked on this in a group of 6 people as a designer while being in my game production class. RD is a 3D platformer. The goal of this project was to create a game that had a hub, 2 levels, and a boss arena. The first level was just a basic platforming section where the player had to collect all the chips in the level within the time limit. In the second level of the game, the player had to defeat all the enemies to activate a portal at the top of the level. I wanted this level to have a bit more verticality than the first one and multiple areas for the player to go to. The third level of this game was the boss fight. I wanted this level to feel like an ancient Greek arena. For that purpose, I asked for destroyed pillars and a fountain to place around. The boss had 2 stages. One which is shown on the screen right now, which were 2 beams that were rotating and the player had to avoid in order to not take damage. The second stage was the boss shooting projectiles at the players. The player had to avoid taking damage and attack the boss enough for it to break down. The next game is Meower Defense. I was also the designer in this game in a group of 8 for my casual game production class. The goal for this project was to create a short, casual game. The one we decided to make was a tower defense. The player controlled a village of cats who were trying to stop fish from coming into their village and taking their things. We first created a simple layout showing where the river would be flowing throughout the level. We decided to have a set number of positions where the players could place a cat, with 8 different cats to choose from, with different abilities and ranges. If the fish reached the end of the river, the health of the village would go down. Once it reached 0, the player would lose. The final project I will be showing is Revenant Through the Veil. I am currently the lead designer and level designer of Revenant. It was created in a group of 15 people for my game workshop class. Revenant is a third-person action-adventure game based around puzzles and combat. The goal of this project was to create a tutorial hub in 4 levels with at least two unique mechanics. We decided to create a game set in Egypt. The maze consists of four main puzzle rooms in which the player has a light beam ability, which must be reflected off rotating or movable mirrors in order to hit a light target. After the player completes all four main puzzles, a part of the floor in the starting room moves and reveals stairs leading to the second level. The level also consists of three collectible areas in which the player must either complete a puzzle or defeat a number of enemies to reach the collectible. The second level of our game is a courthouse. We wanted this level to be visually distinct from the maze and have more verticality. We decided on three different floors that the player had to reach in order to complete the level. After finishing the layout for the courthouse, I created a starting room for the player to spawn in. I also started implementing assets created from artists in order to make the game look more like the concept we've had. After my initial set dressing, the artists were able to go in and add even more of the assets I created, and I had to do small changes to the architecture of the level. Our fourth level is a combination of all the other levels in the game. This part was about level 3, a field. I wanted for the level to seem as if all the pieces were broken and floating in clouds. This is a maze area of level 4. I want it to be broken hallways and the player has to use a grapple hook to move around each different hallway. I also wanted to make it feel confusing and psychedelic, so I added rotating hallways, some that moved up and down or left to right, and fake walls that would move when you got close to it. This is all my work. Thank you for watching.